Welcome back to
You're Done.
Oh my gosh, and we're back for season 4.
Gaggy.
Gag. And
Love.
we're the podcast for the girls, gays, and theys, hosted by me, Brendan.
And me, Tasha. And on our podcast, we talk about whatever we want. So strap in or strap on, which is well themed for this episode, because today we're yapping about Heated Rivalry.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I'm moist.
Well, for many reasons. But
Like downstairs is flooded.
The basement is flooded. I hear you.
We're so excited to be back.
So excited.
And I said the first episode, there was no option that it wasn't going to be about Heated Rivalry.
We usually agree on episodes, and sometimes we disagree. There was no. This was a unanimous. We're actually back a week early because we needed to talk about this.
We're like, is it still well themed? Yes, it is.
And I think it will continue to be.
It will continue because Europe just got it now, right?
Well, welcome to the Heated Rivalry universe.
And you're welcome. As the Canadians.
This is true. This is so true. It is. I'm very proud of this show.
Oh, let my tax dollars go to season 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Please.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, it's funny because people are talking about how it can't be nominated for the Emmys because it's like a fully Canadian funded.
We don't need you.
You know what? It'll win all of the whatever Canada's version of that is. It honestly doesn't need to win,
but there is a international Emmys.
Oh, okay.
Right? But everyone knows about the Emmys. But it doesn't need to win anything.
It doesn't.
I don't think it needs to win any. If it needs it in order to get more funding and things like that, sure. But I don't actually think they need any kind of accolade because they have the people.
The people. The hearts of the people.
The hearts of the people.
The hearts and the basements of the people. The downstairs of all the people.
I cannot scroll my Instagram without seeing something about it. And I'm like, locked in.
I'm so happy to be here. Yeah.
I'm really surprised we didn't do any reaction videos.
I mean, the thing about it was I saw it when it was coming out ahead of time and I was like, oh, hockey smut, yay. But I really didn't think it was going to be as big as it was. And then the first 2 episodes dropped and I was like, my life's trajectory has changed.
And I told you, I'm like, okay, I have 2 value pack of edibles. I'm going to lock in.
See what's up.
I'm going to lock in. And I was
Locked in.
And we're going to discuss all of our thoughts.
Yeah, we're going to be getting all up in the business of Heated Rivalry.
Open up and get in.
Ilya's going to be in and out. But before we do all that, we're back for season 4. Have you missed us?
Duh.
I've missed
what
you.
Is crazy season 4. We've had many episodes. Someone was asking me the other day, what do you guys talk about? I'm like, anything we want.
Whatever we it's in the catchphrase.
Whatever we want. And because of that, we're able to have fun and we don't have to feel like we're stuck to one topic.
Totally.
Because imagine we were only talking about, I don't know.
You're going to say something shady?
I was. And then
Don't.
Let's just say we were talking about just one thing. I don't know, flowers.
Well, say, for instance, we only talked about Heated Rivalry. There wouldn't be a lot
to talk about other things.
Yeah.
But we're excited to talk about it.
Totally. And we're entering into our 2nd year as a podcast, which is really cool. Yay. So before we get into the hockey smut, we should do a catch-up.
Let's do a catch-up.
Do. So, okay, last since we've seen each other, it was the holidays, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what was it? How was that for you?
As I said, I had 2 value packs of edibles in my possession. How
many is in a value pack?
10.
Okay, so 20.
Yeah, I didn't have all 20.
Do you
just
take one at a time?
Yeah.
Okay, it's
not I haven't tried a tour at one time.
Twofer.
A twofer, that might be a lot.
Canadian term.
But my husband, he went to Colombia for 3 weeks.
Yes.
So I was solo dono. And so I was just like, what do I want to do? I just want my couch and some edibles. You know what I mean? And
it's not a bad time.
It's not a bad time. And I rewatched all the Marvels again. Yeah, it was cold. It was cute. I had a really fun New Year's. I had a cute little Christmas.
Yeah, you signed an NDA for the
I signed
New
an
Year's,
NDA for New Year's.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. I don't have any pictures. I don't have anything. Sorry for those. But great time.
Yeah.
If you're ever looking for a good Eventbrite's, you know the place to go. Anyways, so for any kind of event, I do love an Eventbrite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Did you have any you're done moment?
I really didn't because I didn't do much.
Did the value pack like get you?
But I will say one of the nights of the value pack.
Yeah.
I was sitting at home and it was the night of Survivor. The finale of Survivor.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to be locked in for this. So I had an edible. And then I was like, you know what I also want? I want a Tiny Tom donut. And because Tiny Tom donuts were open at Stack Market for the holidays, I literally had 4 minutes before the show started.
You were like, I'm gonna do this.
I literally ran.
Clocked in.
Because the edible said,
she's a runner, she's a track star.
She's a track star, right? And I ran there. And because like you don't get a lot of traffic or it wasn't that busy, they're just like going super slow. And I was like, excuse me, Jeff Bros is waiting for me. Like, let's go. Right? And I don't even think they went through like the beginning 2-minute montage and the donuts were gone.
Oh. Well, you know what? That edible, it's a powerful thing.
It's a powerful thing.
It's a powerful thing.
Yeah, but that would be my most you're done.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. My you're done. So my holidays were good. I stayed in Toronto and it was nice. Eddie and I spent it together. We like didn't do anything crazy. I think the funniest thing was we went like on Christmas Day. We ended up going out with a bunch of people to Woody's.
Yeah.
And I've never like gone to the gay bar on Christmas Day, which was so fun. But my you're done was that Eddie and I recently did a little date night and we went to a place called C-Suite. Have you heard of this?
Located where?
It's in Yorkville. It's close to Hemingway's.
Okay, I know Hemingway's.
But you would never know to get into it. This is a part of the whole you're doneness of it. So it was cute. It was like a neat place. We went for dinner at a mall, which is in...
I know that, yeah.
So we went there and then we're like, oh, let's go for like a nightcap somewhere before or after. And so we find this place on Google. We're trying to find... We see the address and then there's like basically no signage for it.
Oh, I love that.
Turns out you need to like ring a doorbell.
Exclusive.
Yeah, and it was cute. It's like really small. It like is up on a higher level so you can kind of like look out into that little courtyard area that's in front. Cute. Open up the menu. Cocktails. Just guess how much.
You're in Yorkville. It has no title name. You have to ring a doorbell. I'm guessing like either $34 or $42.
That's exactly how much it was.
Okay. I know that Toronto's like bar and food industry too well.
I have had an expensive cocktail before. We did not. The your doneness of it is sort of on us for not having looked at the menu. I guess it is called C-Suite. The service was great. The drink was like good. I don't know what a $32 cocktail should taste like, but it didn't taste like $32 to me. It was wild. You were like, I guess we'll only be here for one.
I think we'll have one, and you can already bring the bill when you bring
our
the drink.
$100 bill for 2 drinks.
I understand.
It was wild.
That was me at the Sphere, but like at least I saw a freaking show for like hours.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Hours. It's basically the same thing. Yeah, we luckily were able to sit like we were there for like an hour.
On one drink?
Yeah.
You sipped on that.
Yes.
And was it one of the drinks that were like a really small
so
beverage?
I got an old fashioned.
Okay.
So you have to drink that pretty like slow as it is because it's burning. And Eddie got like a shiso something.
Or a miso?
No, shiso, which is Japanese mint. Shiso is Japanese mint. Okay. It was cute. It was green. It was tasty.
Okay.
But like it's like 3 gulps. Yeah.
It's 3 gulps.
3 gulps.
So sip it very slowly.
Yeah. So if you want to spend a lot and you want somewhere that like feels very exclusive, 10 out of 10 would go there.
Okay.
But it'd be expecting a hefty bill.
Oof.
Hefty.
That's a lot.
Yes.
But I knew that's how much. Once you told me there's no title, no where it's located, and that sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Well, you know who could afford a $32 cocktail? Not even blank.
Ilya.
Ilya and Shane Hollander.
Yes.
Ilya Rozanov. So let's get into it. Heated Rivalry.
Well, I guess that was a properly sounded.
Yeah, very accurate. So if you're new here to the world of Heated Rivalry, let me give you one of my Brendan specials, which is a quick...
He loves a research. He's a research girly.
So, Heated Rivalry. It is based on the Game Changer series by a Canadian author, Rachel Reed. And the interesting part about it is that Heated Rivalry is actually the second book in the series, even though the show is based off of that. There are 6 books in total, with a 7th coming, which is a third follow-up.
Comes out in September.
You're ready, or you're on the pre-order list. The original book, and the reason why it's called Game Changers is that's what the first book is called, Game Changers. It came out in 2018. And that's actually what episode 3 of the show is based off of.
Yes.
So Heated Rivalry came out in 2019. Then there's a sequel called The Long Game. And then the one you're just talking about, Unrivaled, is coming out in September.
Unrivaled.
So it's interesting because Rachel Reed said in 2023 that the reason she created it, so Game Changers came from a place of me being very angry at hockey culture and how clearly homophobic it was and is. And all the other things that made me really ashamed to be a hockey fan. That whole series attacked the NHL and hockey culture quite a bit. Which is quite interesting because I think hockey is the last professional sport to not have a single out gay player, to have ever come out while they were on a team.
Interesting.
Everything else, every other, like football, you would have thought. Football's already had 2 now.
Football has, yeah.
I don't know about basketball though, but it's just quite interesting that the sport of that.
It's interesting too because when they couldn't say NFL or NHL in this,
right?
Because of
copyright. Called it like the MLH or something,
which is also a thing.
Oh, Major League Hockey?
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's interesting because I don't know if this is what she like planned it off, mirrored it from, but we have Montreal and we have Boston, right? And so there is also like Ovechkin, and then who's Russian.
Okay.
And then we have Sidney Crosby, who's Canadian.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that like it's like based. They're not. At least maybe they are.
Yeah. Inspired by,
right? Because why not?
Well, and it's funny. I know nothing about hockey. Shocking. Sorry. But like the current captain of the Montreal team is a like half Asian guy named Suzuki something, and he kind of looks like. In a way, but obviously she wrote it way before that. But it's really interesting.
Just like made me go,
Yeah. The word on the street though is that it is actually based off of, funnily enough, Marvel. These originally started out as fan fiction of Captain America and Bucky.
Oh, I'm obsessed. That would be soups cute.
So Game Changers is the first one is like Captain America. That's who Scott Hunter is supposed to be he is essentially Captain America. And then you have like the Bucky thing kind of comes in later with Russian and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fascinating how much like that whole genre, which we'll get into in a different episode one day, of like gay fanfic romance often becomes like its own thing like this. Anyways, so then the TV show happens and it's like literally takes the world by storm. But I remember seeing a preview of it a couple of weeks before it came out and I was like, okay, I'm excited for this because I love smutty TV.
Smut.
But I had no way. I don't think anyone could possibly have imagined how big it was going to get.
The cast, the crew, the director, no one would have known. And it was like really low budget.
Yeah.
They had 2 cameras. That's it.
It's wild.
Right? So many things, obviously, it wasn't filmed in Russia.
No,
right?
no. They had like a soundstage here.
Yeah, majority of it was in Hamilton.
Makes sense. So much stuff is filmed in Hamilton.
Yeah, so it was super low budget. So imagine like the return investment right now.
Well, so in terms of Crave shows, as a Crave original series, it's the most popular Crave original series they've ever had ever. They had a 400% growth in the first 2 weeks. They had 30 million minutes of watch time in the first week, which if you think about that, like there's only 2 episodes out. there's not even that many people probably who have like Crave accounts. So the fact that it went on HBO.
In the first time I watched it, I rewatched it twice in 2 days.
Crazy.
So I understand.
You clocked in 1 million of those minutes.
I understand.
Well, and then it went up to 600 million minutes of watch. Like it's crazy.
Taken over.
Yeah.
And then episode 5 is the highest rated TV show.
Like like an episode.
I think it was Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, like
of all time.
Yeah, like beat Breaking Bad, which
wild. I never watched, but
and then obviously it's been renewed for season 2 and 3, which would be the other books.
Mm-hmm.
And then the book sales 650,000 by January of 2026. Like for somebody who's like, that's probably, I don't know what the percentage of that is, but that's an insane number of books to sell because of it.
Yeah.
So, I imagine I didn't know much about this before. Did you have any idea of the book series or anything before?
I had never heard of the book series before. Honestly, I think I remember I have Crave, but I have the version that has commercials.
Oh.
Right? Because I don't know, Angel gets it with his phone plan.
Is that poor?
Is that you're poor? It's because he gets it with his phone plan.
Okay.
And so it was just there. So when you're watching something, the commercials, it pops up. But I think I was making food at the time, so I didn't truly hear, because I think if I heard it say a gay hockey show, I would have been locked in, right?
Well, even the trailers did not really give it. The first one, I was like, well, it looks kind of low budget.
Because it was low budget, right?
But
then when you watch it, no, because they had a lot of. I watched this girl on Instagram who was talking about the camera angles of it and the actual production of it.
Is incredible.
It's beautiful, and they said, let's make the soundtrack be Chef's Kiss, right? And so we'll get to that.
We will get to that.
We'll get to that. I actually just downloaded the official
playlist.
Not even, I think it's the actual Heated Rivalry set list.
Oh, cute.
Right? But either way, so I didn't know much about it. And I think I remember you briefly saying something to me about it one day. And then I was like, you know what? This is the day. This is the day I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
Bless Olivia. She came over. She had already watched the first 3 episodes.
Okay.
But I was like, are you sure you want to watch? Because I was always going to watch. I'm like, are you sure you want to watch the first 3 again? She's like, I have no problem with that.
That's how you know it's good, is when people are
she's like, I'll sit and watch all 3
no problem,
with you.
no problem.
And we watched from 1 to 5 in one sitting.
So I should preface this. There are a couple of people in my family who do listen to our podcast. You should know, if you know nothing about this, that this show is very sexually graphic for the first couple of episodes.
But it's not just about the sex.
It's not, but I just need grandma, if you're listening, I need you to know. And I have a really funny follow-up to that. So when the show was coming out, it was probably mid-season, I get a text from my mom. And she was like, what do you know about this Heated Rivalry show? And I was like, it's very smutty. I think I used the word porny. And she was like, okay. And then I basically insinuated I did not want to talk to her about it.
You're like, you watch it, sure, but don't speak to me.
Do not speak to me about it.
Do not speak.
So then last week or the week before, she texted me and was like, hey, so I watched Heated Rivalry. Can we talk about it? And I was like, no, we can't. We can't. The gag is, and obviously, if you haven't met my mom, go back, watch the finale of season 2. She's a lovely human being. I love her. She means well. She was like, well, okay, I watched it and I just wanted to know, did you feel represented by the show?
Cute.
Why?
Because I'm a hockey player, Mom.
I'm not a closeted hockey player.
I'm a closeted hockey player, Mummy.
I am named after a hockey player, but the buck stops there. That's represented.
She was just did gay representation.
Did the banging feel representative to you? Did you feel that are you in those positions?
Did you feel seen when you turn around?
Yeah. Are you Ilya or Shane? Yeah. So love her to bits, but I was absolutely I'm not talking to you about it. She's like, haha, and I was like, no. We can't talk about it. You can listen to this episode, Mom. I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link.
It was funny because after I had watched those the 5 episodes straight.
Yeah.
I was went to work and I was like, okay, can I talk about this at work? Because I actually needed, you needed to get it out.
Yeah,
I needed to talk to people. But I'm looking around, I'm just out loud. I was like, did anyone watch Heated Rivalry? They're like, what's that? I'm like, oh.
Never mind.
And then I was on my 1-to-1 with my boss and I was like, by any chance, did you watch Heated Rivalry? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, girl.
Thank you.
And then we the whole time we just spoke about it, right? And I felt very seen.
Of course.
Right? But to this day, I'm like, if I bring it up and you haven't seen it yet, I'm like, what have you done?
The thing about it, to go back to the whole smuttiness of it, is that like that may be
what brought some people in.
That could be something that brings people in. It could be something that makes people not want to watch it.
Sure.
But in truth, it is a love story.
Of
and
course.
That's the thing that like, I think the reason it's like connected with people so much is that it's it ends up being quite beautiful.
It is very beautiful. And what I know, when you watch anything that is like LGBTQ or like even like a love story about like Black people and whatever it be, there's something negative that's going to happen.
Yes.
You're waiting every moment for either someone to be outed, someone to be killed.
When is the other shoe gonna drop?
Something, right?
Yeah.
And throughout this whole time, I was like, something's gonna happen. Like they're gonna get outed and then they're gonna be like, you know, I just felt very the whole time I watched it, it was like beautiful yearning, but then also like I felt in pain. Like I was like, as I was tight, I was rounded and anxious because I was like, something's gonna happen to unravel this beauty. Now, what I will say from a beauty perspective, as beautiful as it is, it really triggered me because you're telling me that it took 10 years for us to tell each other how we felt truly.
Yes.
Like, it's beautiful, but then that's actually very sad.
Oh,
it was super sad.
It's actually, it's actually very tragic.
It's very tragic. It's a tragic love story, right? But like, the first episode had me like kind of messed up at first because it's like 2 weeks, 1 month,
1 year,
1 year, 2 years. I'm like, okay, 2007, and I believe it ends in 2018.
17,
right? And so, yes, I'm very happy with how it ended, but I was like, this is unfortunately very common.
Yeah.
In any kind of love story.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who it's about, but there are times that like you're so torn, whether it be from your family, from your background, what you believe in, whatever it might be, that you can't actually be true to yourself and to your other because of a whole list of things that could take a decade.
Wild.
Yeah,
there's like, and I wonder like when my mom asked the question of me feeling represented by it, like if that was what she was sort of like trying to get to the heart of. The thing for me is that was not my coming out experience at all. Like I didn't have some secret torrid love affair.
You didn't have millions of hockey like fans waiting to watch
on me. Yeah. So like there's an element of it that like I liked watching it because it was like they were hot. It was interesting. It was cool. I always love watching anything that's like queer or gay or whatever. But like, there was no part of it where I was like, I could resonate with the being closeted, but I couldn't resonate with the timeline of any of that. And I think that there's an interesting like piece to why she made it take so long for them. They were also contextually
in an industry that makes
it's like
sense.
Impossible. Yeah. And so I think I haven't rewatched it in full yet. I've seen many of the episodes like one or two times.
And the edits basically on Instagram that made you
giving
rewatch
me
it
everything.
anyways.
But I do think what stood out to me with what you were saying about how like watching it and feeling like, oh, something bad's going to happen. I felt the same way.
Yeah.
And so the fact that nothing like there is conflict. So if you haven't seen it, I don't know like what you're doing. Please stop. Rewatch it.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Well, I don't even care about spoilers.
No.
Get into it.
Get into it.
But then nothing bad happens. Like nothing truly bad happens. And I almost feel like rewatching it would totally give a different perspective of the fact that you're
my second watch, I was like, oh, like I caught things that I didn't, even on my third, I caught things that I didn't see before, or things made sense even more. Like, for example, in the first scene when Ilya's trying to do his cigarette.
Okay,
right?
yeah,
and it's like he can't get it lit.
Yeah.
And then the moment when Shane came over, it lit. It like went. And
there's so many little
right.
Yeah.
And I was like, or even like when they're going to the cottage, like they're both wearing their Ray-Ban sunglasses because God forbid we'll know who you are when you have these
those glasses aren't hiding anything.
Yeah, right. But Ilya's backwards hat with those sunglasses. And the cut shirt, sure.
Sure.
Absolutely sure. But after leaving the parents' house, now they're both without shades and going into the light because now they're in happiness and joy, so they don't need to be, locked and hiding.
Yeah.
I was like, little things like that made me really like,
Yeah.
So cute.
The final scene as like the credits are playing, the fact that it's like two like queer men driving off into the sunset is like something we never get.
Exactly.
We never get.
Exactly.
It's really what has been really fascinating to me, but I understand there's a whole industry behind it. Like Rachel Reed's books, for example, the primary audience are women. It's like most like I think the TV show has really brought a lot of like gay men into the fold, but it was really not not for us, but it wasn't geared. That's
the ones who had been reading it in the first place.
So I'm really curious, like, what was it about the show? Like, why did you connect to it? What made you like love it so much? Like, what was? I mean, it's fantastic, but what was it that like hooks you?
Okay, I think I can tell you the first moment that I was.
Yeah, please.
And it was first episode.
Okay.
It was after Shane is like, I can't sleep because I'm in this like in the hotel. I'm just gonna go work out. Mm-hmm. And he's like, let me just get my stress out and work out. And then Ilya comes and it's like the middle of the night and they're both like having this like dual bike session.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, okay. It wasn't until they both sat down because now they're exhausted from like this bike fights that they just had. And when the camera zoomed in to Ilya's neck and like you could almost see his vein like pulsating.
Yeah.
And then looking at Shane and then Shane was like, I really want to look at you. Yeah. I want to look at your crotch, but like I'm straight.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm seated, girl. Literally just his neck, a little bit of like, what is it? Sweat went down his neck.
Yeah.
And then they showed the thigh and then just like Shane's face of like the actual like I want to jump you, but like no one knows about me. I don't even know about me. I don't even know how I'm feeling right now. That was the moment I was like,
it's like the sexual tension.
It was heavy. And it was very attractive.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? It was like just that moment.
Yeah.
Oof. And then I was like, okay, maybe I'm just thinking this is
right.
Like, maybe this
right.
is in
That's
my
like
mind.
One good scene.
I was
one
like, maybe
good scene.
this is just in my mind,
yeah.
right? Then the shower scene.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh. First of all, I didn't know that men's showers were like all like that. Like there's zero like partitions, but that's true, right?
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And then I'm like, oh, so you're just stroke. And then like Shane's trying to not look, but he's like he hasn't moved his head, right? But he's like, oh, like screw off. I'm like, right. you're looking.
Yeah.
And that even that moment, I was like, okay, now it's I'm locked in, but maybe I could still leave. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. The door's still open.
The door's still open. Who knows? But what locked it in, and this is, okay, one of the things I find so attractive, like a guy, like, okay, so this is after the shower, and now they're in the locker room.
Okay.
And when Ilya has his like towel on with the V and walks over and stands right beside him, and like Shane's sitting down, I said,
yeah.
I will watch if there's 19 episodes versus 25 episodes. If this season
how can
has
we make it longer?
I'm watching because I just love the like he was so Ilya's so he knows what he's doing. He's like
forward.
He's very forward and demanding, but in like just his eyebrow.
Yeah.
And then Shane was just so like, I really don't know how to handle what is happening internally with me.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, just that alone, anyone, it doesn't matter if it's queer, it doesn't matter if it's like straight, it doesn't matter. Anyone can attest to feeling this amount of friction.
Yeah.
In a whatever way, right?
Yeah.
So like that is what locked me in. I was like, oh yeah. So, love story? Yes, please. Give me a love story with two gay guys?
Sure,
yes, please.
Sure.
Give me body yada yada? Yes, please,
yes,
please.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting because like and we've talked about so much of the show is sort of like front loaded with the sex and sexuality and sexual tension and whatever. But did you hear about how this like semi-famous like gay actor was like criticizing it for being like not realistic?
No, who's this person? Do we care about them?
This is a funny thing. So basically, this guy, his name is Jordan Firstman. He's in
maybe secondman after this.
So he was interviewed in Vulture. This was like after only the first couple of episodes were out.
Okay.
So he was asked by the interviewer, what do you think about Heated Rivalry, basically, and like the sex scenes in it? And he goes, this is quote for him. Yeah, we're going for it. It's gay. I'm sorry. I watched those first 2 episodes of Heated Rivalry, and it's just not gay. That's not how gay people F. There's so few things that actually show gay sex. In the first sex scene, when we both say that part after coming, which is in the show that he's in, that's one of my favorite moments. That is a real thing. This, yeah. That's a real thing from my life. Me and this guy were obsessed with saying that part for a moment, and we both came and just instinctively said it and laughed a lot. That's gay to me. A straight guy could not write that. They don't know what the camaraderie of gay sex is. So yeah, I think it's definitely led to the change of that. So he's trying to say that like his version of what sex
was he trying to promote his show more there?
Part of it.
Okay.
But so then the hilarious part is then the guy who plays Scott Hunter, Francois Arnaud, he commented on something because there was like a excerpt of that interview on Instagram, and he commented, "Is there only one way to have authentic gay sex on TV? Should sex that closeted hockey players have look like the sex that steamy gay guys have? Steamy LA gay guys," which is basically he was like code for being like party.
But everyone has
queens.
Like everyone. Not everyone's sex is going to look exactly the same. So
no, and the thing about it is that like Jordan Firstman got himself into a lot of hot water for that in general because. First of all, no sex in a TV show or a movie is ever really going to look exactly like what it really looks like because that's just like not possible to do. And then to also be like, oh, well, they have to be like, yeah, that part or something like that's just not what 2 closeted guys would ever do because that's a part of gay culture that just isn't even.
Yeah. And like also like, I don't know their name, but the intimacy coordinator on this show.
Yeah.
Get an award just for that, right?
Like, make a new award for them.
Make a new award for them because you have to think about this in a show like this. That is HBO will still show a lot, but it's not literally Pornhub, so like things still need to be hidden, right?
And so, but it's like,
they do a really good job with like the choreography of it all.
Yeah, that was the closest.
Once I turn this way, you lift your leg by 90 degrees, and that will hide the.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So that. A lot of work had to be put into the dance.
And it
was a dance.
Well, and this is the thing. There's so much about, like, especially gay sex that you just, like, is an unsexy part of it that wouldn't be what you would show anyways. There was one part, I'm going to get roasted for this, where Shane shows up to Ilya's room. This is, like, maybe episode 3 or 4.
Okay.
And he's, like, walking and he kind of looks like he's, like, waddling. And people are like, oh, yeah, he's walking because he's just freshly douched. But, like, they're not talking about that. They're not talking about, like, how does any of them know what to do for that?
Exactly.
But, like,
I think that, like, Ilya knows, Shane doesn't know. Like, a moment that...
Oh, Shane had to know.
Like, maybe by then.
Yeah.
But, like,
well, that was... The theory is that's why they didn't have sex for so long. Like, actual...
I think that Shane just was, like, really nervous.
I think he was nervous, but I also think,
because he, like really likes him a lot, and, like, I only see you... like
once a year,
the times that we play. I get that because you could see that he really liked him from the jump.
Yes,
and like didn't want to just have a sex relationship. Like he wanted to like, be together.
Yeah,
right. But then
one of the most powerful moments in the show I thought was they always referred to each other by their last names, and then
when he says
Shane,
oof, I remember being like.
Yeah,
he just said his name.
His first name. And like there's so much built into that.
Absolutely. I really want to have a moment, because we'll come back to the boys.
Please.
But I want to have a moment for the girls.
Oh, the girls?
Let's have the moment for the girls.
That's the other thing about this show, is it really highlighted how important women are in like gay men's lives.
Yes. Every single one of them. Every single one. Every single one of them. Okay. You have, let's talk about Rose. She's like,
Rose,
I've been in theater
Shane's
school.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, it was Shane's girlfriend. I was in theater school. All my boyfriends have been gay, and was basically like,
did that resonate with you?
Yeah.
Did that resonate with you, Tasha?
Yeah. Didn't resonate with me that way, but I have many gay friends, especially from theater school. So I understood that.
Right.
Right. But I have really good gaydar, so I actually don't think it would happen to me. If anything, I'd be like, can we talk?
Yeah. Well, that's what she did.
She did, but
she was like, can we talk?
Yeah. Can we talk?
I think she was just like, you're hot. Let's see if
let's see
how far we can go.
Let's see, right?
Let's see. Will it work?
But in that moment, I think that was one of the most beautiful moments of the show in the restaurant when she was like, you know, did it feel as good with me as, you know, with him?
Yeah.
Right. And like the fact that Shane actually said no words and he was just like,
yeah.
Right. Heavy. Love that. She could have stormed out. She could be like, why would you leave me on? She could have done all those things. And she was like, you're going to be my best friend now.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I'll talk to you all the time. Just gave him I felt like right after that, he felt more comfortable because now I have someone.
It gave him the permission.
Yeah. I have permission.
Sure.
I have someone I can talk to about this. I don't have anyone. My straight friend with kids. No, the other guy.
I have a theory he's gonna.
Too.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah, he's gay too.
Yeah.
Right. From the first moment when he was like, "Hey, you want to come over and my wife can make you food?" No, you want to come over and see his dang-a-lang. But
dang-a-lang, dang-a-lang.
Right. So we got Rose. We got Elena, just Kip's best friend.
Icon.
When she was dancing with Scott and was like, "What are your intentions with my Kip?" And we know that I'm that type of person, right? So
when her line, he deserves to be in the sunshine too.
No, he deserves to be in the sun, and so do you.
Oh, Episode 3 was iconic.
Oh, well, we're gonna get that.
Iconic,
right? And then we've got Mama.
Yeah.
When Mama said, "I'm sorry, I didn't make it like a place for you, a comfortable space for you to tell me." Well, what killed me is that like Shane is of his mother because Shane is trying to figure out a way how they can be together.
Right.
And was like, I'll figure it out. And whilst Mama was like, okay, so for pride.
Kris Jenner. she put on her Kris Jenner hat.
Let's see.
Don't worry.
We're going to lock this
Release the sex tape.
Release it. Obsessed, right? That scene was so tender and pure. And then we've got, I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Svetlana
Ilias.
What was the line that she said? Because she knew she was like, something's going on, I know. And she's the type that she's like, I'm not jealous. You can do you while others and I can do whatever.
Yeah, we're good.
But she was like, you should be with him.
Yeah, well, she says like, he says I love you, and she's like, I know I love you too, but I know you don't love me the same way that you love Jane. But she said it like Shane.
No, but she said him.
Yeah, she used him, but she said Jane first.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So like the women, that really made me.
Yeah, it was
feel. I loved that. Yeah.
Well, and special shout out to Kip's friend in the juice bar,
who's like, girl.
Your favorite line.
Literally my favorite line, because when I saw that, because like Marty and I were watching it, and Marty is totally a Kip, okay? Totally. Like would be in the, like making the smoothies and all.
I think we need to get her out of that. I don't think that's a world. I don't think anyone should be a Kip, to be honest.
I think Kip was bad.
No, there's nothing wrong with Kip, but to be the person that's like with a closeted person, that's
no, that's not the part I'm saying. Marty's like, I'm like the personality style of Kip.
Oh, got it. Okay,
but like I understand, but even Kip realized Kip couldn't be that person either,
right?
And was like, I love you, but I can't. I want to be outside with you.
Yeah,
I want to be in the sunshine with you. Yeah. I deserve that, right? But let me tell you, in episode 3, when Scott had his I'm trying to think of how would I have taken this as the other person when he's like, I'm going to get really intense here, okay?
Okay.
When he said that.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I want you so badly. I don't want you to leave. You've just come over for the first time.
Yeah.
We just like had sex. And he's like, I know what I want and I never stand up for myself, but I want you and I don't want you to leave. So essentially live here.
Right.
Because I'm obsessed with you. I don't know how I would have taken that.
It depends on the era of my life.
Okay.
I think if I was, so Kip is in graduate school, so he would be mid-20s.
Sure.
I think if a hot millionaire hockey player was like, come
Don't
be my
house.
I'd be like, you gotta. What's my name, sir? But at a ripe old age of 34, I'd be like, yeah, hit the door, like hit the showers, like with this, we're not.
Because
I'm
I
not
think
being your
it would be
houseboy.
different
You're
too.
crazy.
It would also be different too, like if they met each other like the day before. Then I'd be like, "You're a serial killer. You're going to kill me in my sleep."
Yeah. Do you want my skin?
Yeah, but they've been
You're gonna wear me to bed.
They were having that back and forth.
Yeah,
you know,
for like
can I get
while.
extra bananas? You know, for a while. But I thought it was really tender how Kip I think maybe in his mind he thought for a moment like, I might say no, but he's like, you know what?
Why not?
Why not? And he came around and he sat beside him and he's like, I'd love to be here when you get back.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll be here too.
The thing about that whole thing though is when Kip is like, I can't believe you're into me. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You're
hot too. Like,
also, everyone's like, what does a juice bar barista graduate student need to be doing with that body? And then he's like, I can't believe you're into me. Girl, you're a gay person. People have done less for more. You know?
And when Scott was over him and he was like, you're so beautiful, I actually melted.
Yeah. Oh, when he's like on the couch reading?
No. When they're having sex for the first time.
Oh, right.
And he said that. I was like, because it wasn't just like a, get on me. Right? It was like he had that tender moment.
Yeah. The thing that this show did so well is it like would build things up like that. And then that whole, like that, the fact that episode is like basically one story that doesn't end well. And then at the end of it, he puts on the like blueberry or the banana socks underneath. So he's like
I've always thought about you. But when you think about it, okay, so like this is why another thing with the show is a little confusing because of the timelines.
Yeah.
From episode 3 to episode 6 or episode 5 rather.
Yeah.
Because when Scott gets Kip to come down, that was 3 years. That was 3 years.
And so did they even?
So my question is, have they spoken?
Right.
Were they just friends? What enticed Kip to still go to this playoffs? Or was it because he's about to win?
Yeah.
So I want to be there to see it with my dad.
Yeah.
Right? And Elena. But like imagine like for 3 years,
you sort
nothing.
Of have this,
and then from Scott's perspective, he's like, I cannot give this up. Like hockey up because it's been my whole life. My parents died. They won this for me.
Yeah.
And then he wins the Stanley Cup of it all.
Yeah.
And then realizes like, I just got everything I thought I wanted.
And it's
still not enough. Ooh. That's what I was, ooh.
Yeah. It was wild. It's so wild.
But that's my point is that like the amount of years that's what hurt me.
Yeah. So, and this is a broader topic. It's kind of interesting. I wonder what the experience would be like to have watched the show single. Because I think part of it actually made me very grateful to have my person in my life. Because I feel like it's such a beautiful show and it was like really incredible to watch. But I also think like it creates this like sort of
narrative is that it takes like this long.
This like sort of this yearning and this whatever that's like I don't actually think healthy. Like
it definitely wasn't. This is toxic.
Yeah, in the context of the show, it's like, oh, beautiful, yes, it all works out. But like that's not really how life plays out for a lot of people.
But I think that's the point because this is
it's a fantasy.
Toxic.
It's fantasy. Yeah.
I don't even think it's fantasy because I think a lot of times it takes this long for a lot of maybe not 10 years, but 5 years, 2 years, whatever it might be, a year, right? So like in that aspect, I felt like it was quite honest because it's like not only are you dealing with being closeted, but then also like defining what are we?
Right.
That definition
those are hard enough when you're not a professional like athlete at that level. Yeah.
Like warm moments like when Kip goes home and he literally says nothing and his dad is like, what's wrong with my boy?
I felt like his dad was a sister too. I'm just gonna say that. I was like,
I just like
just
that character.
Tell your dad. He knows.
I like that actor because he's also in Rookie Blue, which is also a Canadian show that I really love. But
does he play a gay guy in that?
No, he plays a police officer, the full family.
A gay police officer.
The full family. But yeah, I just thought like everything was just like warm and fulfilling.
Yeah.
But like when like other moments that like small moments when they were having the press conference in the first episode Let's first talk about Connor's story, okay? Because that man, I did not know that after I watched all the episodes and I went on Instagram and then heard him speak.
Not
I
the
was
same
like,
person. That's called acting.
Acting. Okay.
Acting.
Acting. He started Russian lessons a week before filming. Are you insane? You're a Russian man.
Yeah.
Okay. You're a Russian man.
You're a Russian man.
Okay. And
you were born in the streets of Moscow.
In the streets of Moscow, right?
Yeah.
And when they're having the press conference, he doesn't really know much English, right?
Right.
And so he's obviously nervous to speak in this public space.
Mm-hmm.
And Shane's like, I got you, baby. He didn't say that, but he said that with his heart, right? And he said that when they touched feet.
That was so... It's those little tiny tender moments that were like...
They did touch feeding 3 times throughout. So the first episode, the middle, and the end.
Okay.
And the middle was when they were at the cottage and they were sitting lengthwise. And he's like, I don't ever want that to change.
Right. When they're talking to his parents. Yeah.
And when he said, he can get married to Svetlana.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, please don't do that. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
The moment, though, that everyone was unraveled and unwell. Okay. I was going to say season 5. Episode 5.
Yeah.
In Russia. AKA a hallway
in Hamilton. Yeah, scaffolding
okay.
hallway in Hamilton.
And then Shane is in a stairwell because we've all had a call in a stairwell that we just had to run away to have a call in the stairwell.
No kidding.
Right? He is like, just say what you want to say, but say it in Russian if that will be easier. I have never been so locked in on a Russian conversation.
You have never read the closed captioning so hard.
I almost
you
feel
were reading the book.
I think I looked through the caption and then understood Russian.
You were suddenly a native Russian. You were like, don't worry, I can speak Russian. До свидания.
When I tell you, I honestly didn't even remember reading the words. But for real. I was looking through the captions.
This is when, you don't like when people say this, but this is when your name would become Natasha.
Truly, because that's what everyone thinks my name is. Yeah. I was like, holy mother. Give him I don't care that this is a TV Oscar.
Yeah.
Goes to Connor's story. Okay? Because how did you make me truly believe this in a language you do not speak?
Yeah.
In a country that you are not in. Right? And no one is on the other side of the phone.
No, it was so...
When you have those filming moments, no one's you're holding up a phone. No one's talking to you.
Yeah.
Right? That was so very good. I wish I recorded myself watching that, but I didn't know that was coming.
Yeah.
Because I was unraveled. I think it was one of the best things I have seen from an actor in a long time.
I hear you.
That one scene.
Yeah, I'm really curious
give the money.
About where their careers will go from here.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've already signed up for season 2 and 3, but when
you see pictures of it said 6 months ago when he was like,
oh, yeah.
I brought this outfit from Value Village or whatever. And now Hudson was just doing the was it DKNY fashion show. He opened it and closed it.
Yeah.
Are you ill? It's similar to
It
Elandria.
was D squared. That's what he was.
But isn't DKNY is the same thing?
Is it?
Yeah.
Isn't that Donna Care in New York and D squared is the 2 brothers? Anyways,
this is different. But
unrelated.
It's similar to Elandria, right? This girl, you can't. She is not Love Island. She's just on
her
a different
own person.
So they have the way her trajectory has been. Theirs is but even in a shorter period of time.
Totally. Yeah.
They're everywhere, and I love it.
Yeah,
and I'm
6
obsessed.
weeks basically. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder a lot about how this show will affect hockey and the culture of hockey, because separately from this, I know that at a lot of hockey games right now, they're really leaning into.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the
they'll
clip?
Play little clips of something.
Clips of it. They're playing the music.
Yeah,
they did a kiss cam, and there was these 2 guys kissing. Yeah.
So more women are going, and then they'll show times that women will go during the beginning when they're stretching, because the stretches are hello.
Yeah, it's great.
Hello.
So there's one former
Muskoka,
professional.
this is separate, but like when you're driving, there's like signs to like go to Muskoka, and it says like I'm coming to the cottage.
Okay.
Right. I was like, I respect that you're.
You know what? Lean in.
Lean in. Lean in.
So there's one professional hockey player who's now since come out
as
publicly gay. So his name is Jesse Karutum.
We're here for you.
He says, I know many closeted and gay men in the hockey world are being hit hard by Heated Rivalry's success. Never in my life did I think something so positive and loving could come from such a masculine sport. I've struggled the last few weeks to put these emotions into words, fearing the impact on team dynamics, etc. I loved the game, but I lived with a persistent fear. I wondered how I could be gay and still play such a tough and masculine sport. I want to speak to athletes out there who are still in the closet or struggling to find their way. I want you to know that there is hope and you're not alone. There is a life and a deep happiness waiting for you on your path. You will get through this and it's going to be okay. I really wonder, though, if the NHL will, like, they're profiting off of this, but I wonder if they're actually making any efforts.
Yeah, like, if you're going to profit, like, have also resources that make it okay for people to feel okay to come out.
Because I don't know if you're aware, but they, like, recently, in the last few years, like, canceled all the Pride stuff. They didn't allow for any of the hockey players to wear any kind of, like, Pride rainbow anything.
Oh, I didn't know
so
that.
And that's coming from like the actual like the top
of the
so you think about like how like in the context of the show, of course it must be like impossible to consider what that would be like, but
well, you know what, a lot of times it takes something culturally huge, it takes something of this magnitude to create a change like this.
Yeah.
And so if 6 episodes of a TV show
imagine what more
was able to do on such a large scale in just North America, because now Europe is getting it now.
UK is just getting it now,
that like a lot of things take much longer, right?
Well, and it's just wild the cultural impact it's having. Like, so there's hockey, but then like think about like the music. We haven't even gotten to that. Like the way that some of these songs have like
let's talk about the club. Let's talk about the club.
So that was probably one of my favorite scenes is the club scene. For many reasons. The first is I live for Tattoo.
Of course.
All the things she said.
All the things she said.
Also the fact that it's like a Russian song, like by these like Russian women who are like, it turns out not queer, but whatever.
They're not?
No, they never were.
They just leaned into that?
Yeah, they did it for marketing. No. You didn't know this? Tattoo has always been like queer baiting.
Oh,
sadly. But there's so many layers. So the fact that like you're doing this song about these girls fighting their like urges for each other, but it's sung by a Russian, and then it's
they did a switch.
Well, and it's the two guys with women, and then it switches to the guy version of it, Harrison, who's this like producer who's now like blowing up because of his version of it, and then it switches to them. Oh, like between the cinematography, between the lights, music,
the whole scene. It was another moment in which I stopped breathing because, like, a lot of times your anxiety is like,
what's gonna happen,
right? And then through that, they're having the sex scene with him and Rose, and you're like, while you're trying to have sex with her, you're thinking about Ilya.
Yeah, and then he's in the shower thinking about Shane.
But then I also appreciated the fact that like. They told a story about like Ilya, who is bisexual, right?
Yeah,
and like it didn't switch to say that he's not. Like he still is who he is. While Shane comes to realization that no, I'm gay,
right?
Like so, I love that it showed that as well.
Yeah.
But that moment, because Ilya's having a good time dancing with her, but then at the same time he's like, I could be dancing with you, homie.
Yeah.
So I'll dance with you in my hand in the shower.
Yeah,
right?
You sure?
And when he looked up and looked in the camera.
Yeah. Melt.
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. And I'm not a big fan of when like people like break the fourth wall.
But you don't?
Not that much, right? But when he looked right in the camera.
So good.
He said all the things he said. All the things he said. I sent you the well, you don't have Apple Music, but I have it on my phone right here. Look. It's like the original series soundtrack.
Oh, nice. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is the very last song that plays Oh, that's...
Oh, well, they're in the car driving away.
Yeah.
I saw the Instagram or the TikTok of the girl that sings that.
We're talking about this. Yeah, okay. That was what I was going to bring up.
She knew that, like, she sent information over and, like, her agent said, like, something could happen, but she didn't know if it was in it. How, like, gaggy would it be that, like, you're just watching this show that, like, everyone just, like, went crazy about and your song is the one ending it?
Well, and the fact that she was like, I approved it, but like a while ago.
Yeah.
And then she's just like living for the show. That would be, ugh. And the song is so good. I love that song.
Yeah, it was good.
I used it as my like 2025 recap song.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, because I thought it was so cute.
It was quite well-timed. Well-timed.
Yes.
But ultimately, like, the show just, it was like a breath of fresh air of something different that we haven't seen but lived and understand from that perspective.
Yeah.
But it's
and like
also
so Canadian. It was so Canadian.
And even
Canadian.
if you watch the whole credits at the end, it has like Canada, the Canada flag, and it says like like, I don't remember the words exactly, but it's like the taxpayers, and I said,
That's me.
That's me. I said,
That's me.
That's me. And like the fact that award shows, like every show, like the
everyone wants to get. We're
shows,
doing it right now.
Everyone's talking about
let
it,
us get onto the Heated Rivalry bandwagon.
And like the last thing that had somewhat of this much momentum, but only towards the end, was Schitt's Creek.
Yes, as a Canadian show.
As a Canadian show, because Schitt's Creek only got really, really it was always popular with Canadians, but it only went on to Netflix on its final season, right?
And then people were like, what is this incredible? Yeah.
And so it just made me happy. It's a sad and happy thing. There's a lot of great content that comes out of here.
Totally.
That doesn't get enough attention.
I agree.
Because it's a Canadian show, right? Whereas in the States, they think, only things that come out of, New York, Hollywood, all these things can be good. But this just showcases, with a small budget, but with good content, great acting, and good direction, look what can be made.
Well, and this is the thing I would say about, like, Canada does such a good job about being able to, I'm trying to get... So Elena was actually in a different CBC show that just came out quite recently.
Scott was in Schitt's Creek.
Scott's straight.
But I'm saying he was in Schitt's Creek.
I know. I'm just joking. But Elena was in the show that's also really good, and it's like so much of like Canadian production is doing all these like queer stories that like you just wouldn't get in America. And so I love that Schitt's Creek got its flowers. I love that Heated Rivalry is getting its flowers. I'm trying to find it. Where is she? Nadine Bubba. What is the show? Show me what else she was in. Settle Down. You should watch it.
Okay.
It didn't get a super great rating, but it's like a cute, just 5 episodes.
This is a cute 6 episodes.
6 episodes. But yeah, I think it's just like, I was really proud to be a Canadian, to be like, yes, that's happening. I like that it's like Canadian and all of the different cultural part of it too, but being like, even though hockey, whatever, but yeah.
I mean, hockey is ours too.
It is. Slay.
There we go. So it just shoves out all that in the face, right?
Yeah.
So it's like all the things that you're liking in this are ours.
I love Schitt's Creek.
Such a good show. So
I'm ready
for a rewatch. Yeah. I'm ready for a rewatch.
About that.
Which also had a beautiful queer story as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So the theme here is just have a beautiful queer story.
Queer Canadian content.
Yes.
We are part of that. we are part of that. Yeah.
We are part of that.
Yeah.
So like we said, if you made it through this and you still haven't watched the show,
oh, you're in for such a treat.
Give me your brain. The fact that we've said everything doesn't even.
You won't. Yeah.
Like you can watch it and we've said so many spoilers and it still won't ruin it.
It'll change your life.
In the words of Wicked, I was changed for good.
I was changed for good.
I was changed for good.
Changed for the better.
Yeah, and when they drove away, I was like,
yeah,
yeah. Like that's literally. I think that's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched the last episode together, but we were in a group.
Yeah.
And then I watched it again right as I went home, and I was like, oh, I missed so much. So I'm excited I'm really excited, though nervous, because they had such a small thing that was like no one knew about. Let's just create this. There's no expectations and see what happens. Now there's such a hoopla that could
it's a lot of pressure.
change. That's a lot of pressure. But what I've heard is that the first these 6 episodes were very true to the book, even like dialogue. So I don't think that they'll go too far away from like what the book is. But that's my only fear is that like I don't want them to take all of this publicity, this hype, this excitement, and tarnish
change it. I don't think
the beauty of what it is.
I don't think they will. And I've heard from like Jacob Tierney, who's the creator and director, that like they're actually not getting a bigger budget either. So like, and that often that can also hurt a show.
Yeah.
But I think like Rachel Reed is one of the executive producers. Mm-hmm. The beauty of it is there is already a book. So like they're not having to write new story. I have heard that the second book, it's a little less like positive the whole time. There's some stuff that happens, but I'm waiting.
To that point, I'm deciding if I want to read the book. I want to read the first one, but I don't know if I want to read the next one because I still want to. I think I want to see it first. I'm trying to decide. Like I'm still going to read the first 2, but I don't know if I'm ready to read.
Well, we're going to do an episode later on in this season. Can't believe it's season 4, but about like smut. So I'll see if our special guest can convince you to read it.
Okay. No, not like I just don't like because these characters. I see it. Maybe if I read it, I'll see it as well. But I also want to be surprised. I don't know. Either way, I don't think I can wait till 2027.
Yeah, a whole year.
Y'all were acting up for that. That wasn't necessary. That's if I have one negative thing to say.
That's how long we have to wait.
There's no point. Like, what's the point?
But they say season 2 is going to be longer, so we're getting more than 6 episodes. We might get 10,
but it's still next year, homie.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Well,
ultimately, the rivaled a heated
story, and you know what? Until that comes out, you'll still have us.
There you go.
And we'll be giving you maybe not quite the same content, but we will be here to entertain you. Heated
crazy,
stories.
Funny things.
You got it.
Yeah, we got a list of things prepped and ready, and we're just excited
it's gonna be
for
a good
the
one.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, so fun. Well, thanks for tuning in, and go rewatch Heated Rivalry.
Or watch it for the first time and be turned on and sad and happy and all at the same time.
All the things. Okay.
All the things.
She said.
There you go.
Yeah, I was like, what? Oh my gosh, karaoke. Well, thank you so much. This was so fun, and we'll see you soon. So make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We love to hear you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Mwah.